He said he would make it so we couldn't live in the East End no more.
He's gonna destroy the East End and make a new park. That's what's gonna happen.
It'll be called the West End. Wait a minute.
It'll be called the West End. Anime. There's teenager age, and then there's kid age. And teenager age can be any age you want it to be.
Wait, how old is Sholmes?
30.
Sholmes is old teenager age.
This could well turn out to be a very valuable clue. So we must make note of it in the court record.
Well, we've already spent a lot of attention on this, so there's absolutely no way that isn't going to become plot relevant later.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney, Case 5. Iris is about to demonstrate something with 2 pictures without using a stereoscope.
There's a skull on that guy's desk.
Yeah, that's been there.
Just noticed it.
Have you ever considered, Runo, how our eyes see death in the world around us?
Well, I just open them and it works.
It just works!
I mean, I'm with Rio. I don't know deep shit. I'm just like, it just works, man.
But the reason it works is because we have 2 eyes.
2 eyes. Shocking.
If you try closing just one eye at a time, I think you'll see straight away what you see with your left eye and what you see with your right eye.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I would like to state that the background did shift.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Like, have you ever,
I'm sorry, but I feel like I'm at an eye doctor right now, and it's like, does this look better, or this one? Does one
I'm
look
curious how they
better,
did this on
or
the
2?
3DS, because I know how the 3DS works, because if you're recording from a 3DS and you try to up the 3D slider, it just moves
Yeah,
the
it does.
picture slightly to the left.
I've noticed that, and I was like, ooh, neat.
Are ever so slightly different. You get a different view with each eye.
Yes, the position of objects seems to shift slightly.
Exactly. And in your head, your brain uses that shift to estimate depth as it merges the 2 views into one. That's how we can sense depth in everything we see.
My brain is amazing, isn't it? It does so much without telling me.
Yeah, like breathe. You are now manually thinking about breathing.
Shit.
Okay.
I've just distracted all of you, haven't I?
Oh no, that reminded me of an old attraction at Epcot, so never mind.
I think I see. So the pair of photographs.
Was it in that pavilion with Body Wars or something?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, that's gotta be the Body Wars pavilion.
Yes. The pavilion that no longer houses anything because it's been basically just
Abandoned.
Yeah.
The pictures consist of a left eye view and a right eye view. Isn't that right?
Oh, well done, Susie. You're so quick.
So if you can persuade your brain to merge the 2 pictures together in your head, you'll be able to see depth in these prints?
Yes, Runo. You're beginning to understand. You're thinking stereoscopically.
And a stereoscope's function is to act as your brain and allow you to do just that.
Stereoscopically thinking.
Yes, but as long as you have 2 images, 2 eyes, and 1 brain, you can actually do it yourself without needing a stereoscope at all.
You
Okay,
can?
but what if I have
Really?
2 brains and 1 eye?
Then you can't do it, can you?
Let's try it. Let's see if you can view this pair of prints without the help of a stereoscope.
Oh, yes, I'm dying to have a go.
You may turn off your 3D slider now.
Susato-san really loves this kind of thing.
You need to be able to cross your eyes. That's the main thing. Can you both do that?
Oh, I hate doing this.
Cross my eyes? I think I can.
Books.
Watch me and see if you can copy.
Boom.
Make your eyes do this.
Wait, let me try.
Susato, no.
Are you already missing that, Hodo?
Susato, no. Susato, no. Ah!
There, how's that?
Wonderful. Now it's your turn, Runo.
The trick is to concentrate on looking at the bridge of your nose with both eyes at the same time.
They are focusing on this gimmick so hard.
I tried to do it, my head hurts.
Did you know this game was on the 3DS? Did you know that? Were you aware that this game was on the Nintendo 3DS? In stores now.
They still probably do exist in stores in Japan, actually.
Guys, I said what I said.
Not
Can't use the
exactly.
credit card anymore, though.
Not exactly an easy task when two people are staring at you cross-eye.
Alright, that's enough practice. Now let's try it looking at the prints. Start by staring at one print and slowly crossing your eyes.
You don't have to create the effect.
You should see two overlapping images like this.
Boy, I wish I was on a 3DS!
You try it now, Runo.
I'm just gonna have to give it a try, I suppose.
You may turn on your 3D sliders now.
Did the print split into two images for you? Now the next step
How is this helping with the case?
It isn't.
Put the pair prints side by side like this, and then try crossing your eyes again. The print should slowly
Oh, this
merge
is not
together
working like you think it is.
until they form a new single image in the center.
Yes!
This isn't working the way you...
It works! I can see in the middle now.
I have
This
to go.
is not working. This is not working the way you think it is.
Honestly?
Like I crossed my eyes when they were two separate ones, and all I saw was 4 pictures.
I'm seeing double, 4 crusties.
It looks so real. I can look at it all day.
No, you
don't-
cannot.
Don't do that,
Do-
Sasato.
do
Your
not
eyes
do
will.
that.
Your eyes will remain crossed all day.
My
eyes
eyes
will-
are already hurting. I wasn't even trying to cross them.
I wouldn't advise that. Your eyes might start to hurt. Also, I need to check back the 3DS to see if they like move the picture like that, or if they made that adjustment because you don't have that feature anymore.
Your turn, Runo.
Oh God, my eyes.
Okay, yeah.
Pretend you're looking through the two pictures and slowly cross your eyes. Keep adjusting the positions of your eyes until the two images overlap exactly in the middle.
Like this, is it? This is the part where the game is like, turns the camera at the player. Okay, now do it too.
You may turn your 3D slider on now.
It was already on.
There, you
I said
managed
what
it.
I said, KB.
So now you know how stereoscopic images work.
So that hurts my head because my right eye has an astigmatism, so I have very little depth because I basically use my left eye for looking at everything. I cannot see crap with my right eye.
That hurts my head because this is a 3DS game on the Switch.
We're playing on a PC. So, that entire thing.
Same
A
difference.
3DS game made on the Switch ported to PC being streamed on YouTube directly to your eyeballs right now.
Play along at home. Sorry, what were you going to say, Taisa?
I don't know. I forgot. Let's go.
Okay.
I forgot.
I use the 3D on my 3DS all the time, and that didn't bother me. But man, when you told me to do tricks like that, my right eye's like, what the hell is happening?
Well, I don't know who discovered it, but it really is quite extraordinary.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
So what do you think of these stereoscopic prints then, Runo?
They're certainly amazing, but it isn't easy to get the knack of viewing them properly.
No, some people find it easier than others. But that's why contraptions like this exist, for people who find it tricky.
Oh, I recognize that. We saw one over there yesterday, didn't we? We also inspected one of these in the last episode. If I remember correctly, you press this little knob here.
Holy crap, man! They really do focus on this a lot now that I'm going through this again. Jesus! I know it's gonna play a part in the case, but like, this is a lot!
Taisa, I'm tired.
Me too.
Taisa, I'm so tired. I don't think I want to see stereoscopic 3D again until I die.
You think you're tired? I had to keep my right eye closed the entire time because it's so upset from that.
Then set a pair of photographs in this stand at the back end.
Oh, please don't.
It's still amazing, even though I know roughly how it works now.
Well, London seems to agree with you. Stereoscopes are very popular at the moment. You can find one of these floating contraptions in lots of households in the capital currently.
But if these little machines are so affordable, surely there's no need to go around staring cross-eyed at pictures like you hate them.
But it's much more satisfying to be able to see the effect with your own eyes.
No, it's not.
Well, I think so in any case.
Stereoscopic pictures. I never even heard of them until yesterday. You certainly learn a lot about them. Maybe a little too much. But I wonder if it's knowledge that I'll ever actually need. Yes, unfortunately!
White cat photograph number 2. A photograph depicting the sweet little white cat. I feel as though I have another print just like this one. But what? What?
I don't...
Ryunosuke,
If any of y'all mention stereoscopic 3D ever again, I'm setting this shop on fire.
why is he like, I have a feeling I have another print just like this one, and it's like...
Because he's an idiot!
Because we just went over this!
Because he's an idiot, KB.
Even Phoenix wasn't this big of an idiot.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
Absolutely.
Again,
he definitely was.
The only reason why it becomes they just come out such like idiocy is that the writing itself they have to ensure like if you stepped away for a bit and you come back, there has to be just enough information for you to recall certain things. And unfortunately, it makes them sound stupid because they gotta add these little things. They also don't have a feature where like if you investigated something, I don't think they do it enough. They do sometimes update what people say depending on what you stuff you investigated, but I don't think they do that enough, and it's playing dumb that you didn't do any of it.
Okay, but in this part, it's especially egregious because
Yes.
you already have both of these
literally
pictures
just
due to
looked
plot
at the two
reasons.
photographs, and he's just like, I think I have another one that's similar to this. It's like, you
Like-
just looked at both of them.
Like,
there
you
was
get
no
the first-
place to save at the in that to say, okay, I'll come back to this later. I mean,
Like,
it's just like you just literally looked at both of them.
Like, specifically, mechanically speaking, you don't get this photograph, the second one, until after you've had this entire long explanation, because you need both of those photographs for the explanation.
Yep.
So it's weird that it was written like that after
even-
the scripted
sorry.
explanation.
It's even labeled as photograph 2.
It's just like, oh my god, game.
Anyway,
This game is dumb, I love it.
Mr. Danahodo, I want to go home. I don't think you've noticed, but there's something rather troubling here.
considering the writing in
Is
this
it the
game,
blood?
I have noticed. Oh my god, he actually noticed.
The red smear, you mean?
Yes, it looks like blood, doesn't it? I wonder if Sasada-san had picked up on that. Well, in that case...
No shit. Yes, we need Iris.
We should show this to her before we forget. Oh my god, I had to look at this before I can present. Okay. Don't read that. I'm just gonna present this.
Wait, don't we have two things in our... So we have one that's the ticket coat, and we have one that's ticket not coat? But... Oh, okay. Oh, they have a different thing up top. Never mind. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Anyway,
I'm tired.
Oh, that looks like blood.
Welcome to the conversation, genius.
I would say it's from a gloved finger. Almost certainly a glove made of leather.
Well, don't worry, Bruno. You can leave the rest to me.
Why do you point at us?
We're holding it.
Purple!
Oh my god, it is the Heinz ketchup.
Look at that.
Yes, that's a color we haven't seen before, isn't it?
Oh my god, they were a Namekian.
Oh god, good. I wasn't the only one who was thinking that.
We simply must add it to the portfolio of blood samples. It could be an important clue. Although, it would be nice to find out whose blood these different colors correspond to at some point.
Well, this particular stain of blood. Oh, yeah. We talked about a glove hand. That blood is more than likely from Mr. Mortar from like 2 months ago.
Oh, you have an idea, haven't you? Do you know who's...
Oh, I actually have to... Okay, I think I do?
Mr. Mortar?
Yeah, Mr. Mortar. Remember we found McGilded had a glove hand and there was blood stain on it? And Rianossi just said
Mr.
that
Mortar.
the guy who died in the third
I
case.
thought he was thrice-fired Mason.
His name is Mr. Mortar in Japanese, and I'm just gonna stick with that.
Okay.
That was the first thing that came to my mind because I couldn't remember his full name because it was silly.
You're
Yes.
confusing us, Taisa.
I have an idea whose blood it is. Not from the color it turned, but with a little deduction.
That's right, I think it's clear.
This is why Naruhodo's an idiot, because we're all confused. It's like 4 people trying to drive a car. And Naruhodo's the car.
No.
So, does he transform into the car?
Highness, you know as well?
I don't know what's going on anymore. I think the stereoscope has just ruined our brains.
What's that?
You first, Runo. Who do you think it belongs to?
Alright, I believe that this is the blood of...
Don't worry, Ryunosuke. There'll be these things called magic eye books, and you'll hate them.
Oh god. Thrice-fired Mason?
You don't sound very sure of yourself, the way you trailed off there.
Well, it was 2 months ago now, that case. And of course I've never met the victim, so I'm struggling to remember his name. Good! Me too!
I remembered it.
He was definitely thrice-fired, though.
The victim of the omnibus case? Yes, his name was indeed Mr. Thrice-fired Mason.
And not Mortar.
There,
It wasn't
I think he was
Japanese, leave me alone. I was, like, close, but not quite.
I think the esteemed McQueen-san knows him as Mr. Moto back in our land of Japan. But I think they called him Mr. Moto there instead. Never mind. But that wouldn't mean that this bloodstain was left on a ticket 2 months ago.
Yes, I think it was. Gina brought this ticket here to Windy Banks yesterday. I'm suggesting that the bloodstain was already on it at that time.
So it's a smear of blood from the time that Mr. Mason was killed 2 months ago.
Something else is coming back to me now. Mr. McGilded was also wearing leather gloves that night.
Don't forget, kids, I'm here forever. Now I ask you, what good-hearted souls wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach?
That dog in the background's like, yep!
You hear that? Even the dog. I'm here forever. I wasn't about to start worrying about my gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. And the dogs helped.
My dogs had nothing to do with your murder.
It certainly does look like a leather glove thumbprint, this mark. But we know that Mr. McGilded had no injuries at the time, anywhere in his body. From which we can conclude that any blood on the glove belonged to the victim, Mr. Mason.
It's not Hono. You sound just like Mr. Shums.
Oh no. Minus the
That's
quirky
terrible.
slip-ups, I hope.
That's terrible. Don't ever tell me that again.
Yes, I think you're right, Runo.
Very well. Let's make a note of this.
Don't read it again.
Oh.
Also, don't read it again, because nothing changed. They're just updating. Okay.
I got updated things, and apparently there was no actual updates.
Nope.
I blame Orbot for this.
16th of April, Windy Bank storeroom. Poor Iris. She's clammed up completely.
Iris earlier. Oh boy, blood. Iris now. Oh no, blood.
Oh, that's even more blood, though.
Iris is bound to find this difficult. After all, Mr. Winnybeg's life was taken from this very room only last night.
Oh!
Bye? Wait, Inspector?
What is it now, sunshine? You want my bike here? There's my bike in the back, you know.
Oh, you took one look at me and tried to run away.
You think it's going to the inspector will run away from something jumped up to the defense lawyer, do ya?
Yes, actually.
I just... Well... I've never seen a ladyship broken like that before, is the thing. I didn't know what to say to her.
Oh, so you weren't running away from me. You were running away from a 10-year-old. That's even worse, okay?
I can kind of see where he's coming from. It's hard to talk about that stuff with like kids if like they're like so. You should talk to them. But that's a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
And she also has a gun.
Fair.
I'm afraid this is all a little much for young Iris. Some gentle reassurance might go a long way, perhaps, Inspector.
Oh my god, reassurance from Inspector Gregson. Alright, let's go!
Yeah. Don't trouble yourself unduly, your ladyship. I mean, at least you're not dead, are you?
I'm not giving you a gold star for that one. You didn't even try at all.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think that went very well.
Look, I'm in an investigation here, sunshine, and I just want to get to my feet.
And we have investigating to do here ourselves.
Yes. I'd like to hear more of what the socially inept inspector has to say.
At least you're not dead.
Oh, Hurley.
And inquire into how Mr. Shome's operation is going. Hi! What's up? So, Inspector, what do you make of the crime scene here?
You got eyes on you, use them. This is what it looks like, nothing more, nothing less.
Iris, could you lend me a hand?
So, Grexy, what do you make of the crime scene here?
Oh, yes, your ladyship, do allow me to humbly explain. Last night, shortly after the hour of 1 o'clock in the morning, Scotland Yard police attended the scene.
Ryunosuke is learning.
The one and only door to the storeroom was found locked from the inside.
Ryunosuke has brought his secret weapon today. So it was
A
locked.
10-year-old.
Yep. So it was locked from the inside.
Unfortunately, that did not work out for Miles Edgeworth. Wait, no. Gregory Edgeworth. I was trying to remember. I was like, who's the first name? Which one?
The lock appears to be broken now, though. Was that the police officer's doing?
Quite right, man, quite right. We took the liberty of smashing the door in, and as humbly as possible.
Oh,
As you can see, the victim was discovered prostrate on the floor, this wise. And next to the aforementioned body, we discovered the vile gutted child.
Are you talking about Ginny? She's my friend, you know, Inspector.
Mr. Sad, the habit's girl, was caught up on the floor, dead to the world.
She's still alive, you know. Yes, when I saw her, she appeared to be unconscious.
I'm afraid to say, she had the gun that was used in her hand.
No.
Presumably, it's the gun that's still down there on the floor now.
In our pocket, we found the key to the door as well.
What? the key to the storeroom.
You say the storeroom had been locked from the inside, Inspector?
Correct. All of which leads her ladyship's friend. Something of a sticky situation, I'm afraid.
That look he's giving. Oh, please stop.
Obviously, my personal opinion is that it's also a misunderstanding.
Oh, sure. Of course it is, Inspector. Of course it is.
Yep, the man who said vile gutter child absolutely believes it's a misunderstanding.
Greg C., do you know anything about Hurley? Is the operation finished? Is Hurley alright? Is he?
Well, the thing is,
Don't mince your words, Inspector. Please. You don't mean to say that Mr. Sholmes is...
No, the operation's done and dusted. It's just that, well...
Out with it!
Yes,
Howard.
they use something called a genital aesthetic. It's the latest thing, known as the whole body insensitive.
Gregson's weaknesses is just girls, apparently.
Rusato looks like she's gonna kill him.
The whole body? Anesthetized? Anesthetized? That's a lot.
Hang on, wait.
Anesthesia.
Anesthetized. Alright.
Anesthetized? Anesthetized?
It's
There's a V.
anesthesed.
Anesthesed?
You ignore that like the anesthesia.
Why is it
Yes!
English? Okay, is that even possible?
Well, I don't think that word comes from English, to be fair. But
It means the operation can be completed while the patient is fast asleep.
Goodness! In the Empire of Japan, we could just manage to provide laughing gas for a tooth extraction.
It's whatever it is. The latest thing isn't always the greatest thing if you follow my maintenance. They couldn't get the medication to work at first, so it took hours for him to nod off, so I hear. And now the op's finished. I can't get him to wake up, apparently.
Oh my!
No one knows the anesthetic still in the system, or the blow just plain exhausted. But anyway, all I can do is stand back and watch until he comes around again.
Hurley.
I mean, neither of those things sound like a bad thing. Either he's resting or we're waiting for drugs to wear off, but otherwise he's fine.
I mean, if they can monitor that he's breathing, then we know he's fine. But if they can't monitor if he's breathing, then we don't know.
The moment it is eyes on your airship, I swear I shall get the word to you.
What a surprise. Even in matters of life and death, Mr. Sholm has to do things his way. Of course. I guess we're examining. Let's go look at the body. Let's see this blood. What color does this blood make?
Shoot the blood!
Shoot the blood!
Shoot the blood! Come on,
have
Iris.
Greg's
Shoot the
just
blood.
gonna be like, "What are you doing? Why are you pointing a gun at the body?"
Then the blood turns blue just to make things extra confusing.
The police have marked the position of the body with a chalk line.
Poor Mr. Windybank. He was a nice old man.
I don't think he was that old.
How old is this guy? 48.
That's not bad.
She's 10.
That's
Yeah,
not
she is
bad.
10.
He might as well be turning to dust before her eyes.
Well, he was shot just once, through the heart. Most likely, the fella died instantly. He wouldn't have felt a thing.
This must be his blood then.
Shoot the blood, Iris. Shoot the blood.
I'd like to ask such a wretched time, Iris, but I wonder if perhaps...
Don't worry, Susie. I'm ready for action.
What the
Turn
hell is he doing?
Turn yellow. Turn yellow. Oh, it did turn blue.
Just like
Oh
you
my
want,
God.
Lewis.
I was right the first time. Yes.
Well, Now we know the color the chemical turns when it reacts to Mr. Windybank's blood.
Ah, and it doesn't match our analysis of the bloodstain we found in the main shop.
If 3 people get shot in this store, like...
No, but let's add this sample to the others we've already collected anyway.
No, it's 2, remember? Because the stain that we got on the card was from Mr. Mason.
Oh, right.
So we only have...
The stereoscopic 3D kind of just turned my brain to mush.
Yeah,
so.
no, understandable.
There's even more blood samples in the portfolio now.
And I can examine this again, apparently.
I wonder what color Sonic's blood will turn.
Iris? Pink.
Don't worry, I'm alright.
Means Amy's turns blue.
But we,
Oh my god.
but we must find the true culprit.
Sonic Amy shippers are gonna go insane if that were the case.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I think I have one time to examine one more thing, so do we want to examine this or do we want to examine the gun?
Examine the bike.
I mean, the gun is a gun, but the box could be anything. It could even be a gun.
Examine the bike.
You know how much we want to examine one of those?
Okay, I got a bike and a box. Final, you need to be the tiebreaker.
The box.
Okay, there we go. Box
Look
it
at the
is.
box.
I am the box ghost.
Out of all the articles in the storeroom, this is the only thing that shows any sign of being ransacked.
Now, see, if you're gonna do the box ghost, you have to really go in on the volume. It's like, I am the box ghost!
What is it, Iris?
That's the box file that my manuscript was being kept in.
Okay,
Discord,
Discord.
I hate you.
Iris's unpublished story, The Hound of the Baskervilles. Surely that's not what all this... That's not all... I can't read today.
Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling you.
Check inside the box at once.
Yes.
Naruhodo, you just stand over here while we look in the box.
Yes.
It was there. I just saw it was there.
Really? It was? Well, that's good news, isn't it, Iris?
Yes. I mean, of course I believed Hurley when he said he deposited it here, but still. It's a relief to actually see it.
Really? Because that's not a very well hidden frown.
Qbot has actually brought me something new to examine. I had a story manuscript, a long unpublished story that takes Mr. Sholmes' deposited old pawnbrokery of the victim, Mr. Windybank. It's entitled The Hounds of Baskervilles.
It's also on pink paper, and that's cute. Okay, we have more things to look into, but we are now out of time, so I guess we'll examine the bike and the gun later. Sorry, we'll check out the bike and the gun next time. We'll see you all then.